Hey guys, today I'm super excited to give you my spoiler-free thoughts on Blue Beetle. Now, I've got to tell you, this is one of the few comic book characters that I don't know that much about. So I was very excited to dive into it and check it out. And well, I was very pleasantly surprised. I kind of went into this thinking it's probably not going to be that good, but it'll be entertaining to learn about a new DC character that I don't know a whole lot about. And I also was kind of like, I mean, we don't know what's happening with James Gunn's reboot, so why should I care about this character? I don't know. Make me care about him, DC. Make me care about him. And well, they made me care about him. Now, I've got to say what I love most about this film. As you might know, I'm a bit of an Iron Man girl, and it felt kind of Iron Man. Like, it felt like that. Now, of course, things are a little bit different. The Beetle is more like an alien species and not like an AI suit that, you know, Hami created himself, right? That's not what it is. It was not Iron Man in that respect. But he gets in this thing that creates this whole suit around him that can also create all sorts of like weapons and stuff. Think Green Lantern, right? It's kind of like a combination between Iron Man and Green Lantern. But it's really cool. It talks to him, which feels very, you know, like Friday, very like the AI talking to Iron Man, right? So that was cool. I like that aspect of it. I think the visuals were actually really good for the most part, which is surprising to say for DC. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, DC. I'm so sorry. But there was some cool visuals, especially with the suit, right? Especially with the suit. And I love this actor and I love him in Cobra Kai. But I think my biggest issue with this film is that he looks so young, okay? Hami is supposed to be like graduated from college. And then he's like talking to this girl, he kind of likes her. Of course, he's a crush on her, and she seems so much older than him. And I know that's not supposed to be the case, but it's just weird and it feels that way. I guess because I'm so used to him in Cobra Kai as a high schooler and he looks younger, I just can't picture him as like I graduated college guy and I've been out of college for a little while. Like that just didn't sit right with me. It was a little weird. But I forgot about it partway through the movie and it's like, whatever. It's something that was like in the back of my mind, but it wasn't, you know, at the forefront. It didn't ruin the movie for me by any means, but I was like, yeah, you don't look that old. Like that's kind of how I felt. Okay. But overall, he's such a likable character. This story is very, very down to earth, very like family oriented. Okay. It's very much about family. It's a very intimate story, okay? Yes, it's an origin story, which sometimes origin stories can suck. But I think what works so well about this is that for those who know Blue Beetle, because I know a couple friends who haven't have seen it, and I asked, great adaptation. For those who don't know much about Blue Beetle, like myself, it does a great job of showing enough, but not lingering too long on like origin. Like there's still an actual story, there's still an actual villain, which, by the way, let me tell you that Susan Sarandon is the DC / comic book villain I never knew I needed, but I did, and I'm so glad that I now have her because she's fantastic in this. I mean, she's such a seasoned, incredible actress, and so it was so great to see her on screen in this role, something I feel like I haven't really seen her do before, and I really, really loved it. I thought she was fantastic in this. She's really great. I love a villain. You guys know I love a villain, and I especially love a villain who feels like they're doing something for the right reasons, whether those reasons are greed or anger or whatever they are. And I really, really, really enjoyed her performance in this. I've got to say, another standout for me was George Lopez. Someone, I mean, I know he's funny, I know he's great, but goodness, he brought so much of the comedic relief in this. He plays Blue Beetle's Hami's uncle. He's so great. He's so great in this. I had so much fun with him. He's just such a good character and it's fun. Now, here's the thing. There is a stinger, right? There is an end credit scene. And well, a mid credit scene. There's also an end credit scene. End credit scene you really don't need to stick around for if you don't want to. Like, seriously, I stayed and I was like, that was dumb. Like, it wasn't even funny dumb. It was dumb. But there's a mid credit scene that's very, very important. And I'm kind of like, does this mean like Blue Beetle is continuing in James Gunn's DC reboot? I know he has said that Blue Beetle will continue, but I also feel like if the movie doesn't do well, he's going to be like, never mind, and like push Blue Beetle to the side, right? Because we're focusing on Superman from him right now, Superman Legacy. So who knows what's actually going to happen. But I wouldn't be mad at Blue Beetle sticking around because I really enjoyed the character. I thought he was a lot of fun. He gives me like Spider-Man vibes too in a way where he feels younger. I know he's supposed to be a little bit older than that, but to me, I just kept feeling like high school. And perhaps that's just because like I said, I've seen him in Cobra Kai for so long, playing a high schooler, that he feels like this high schooler, you know? But he's not. He's supposed to be out of college. I don't know. I'll whatever. Who cares? I'll just allow it. But other things I loved about this was there was a lot of great action sequences in this. So it's funny. It's down to earth. It's about family. There's some heart in here. I teared up just a little bit. I didn't cry, but I got teary at one part. And this is just a great story. It's fun. It's entertaining. Far more entertaining than I thought it would be honest with you guys. I can see why they took this from a Max or HBO Max at the time, but like a Max streaming movie, and decided to move it to theatrical. I get it. I understand it. I see it. I'm here for it. I'm behind it. And I hope people go see it. There's a lot of great, like I said, action, but big, like, set pieces that deserve to be seen on the big screen. And Susan Sarandon is so much fun. It's just a great cast. It's an absolute blast to have. Go with your family and your friends. It's not perfect. It is not a perfect movie by any means. There's definitely some issues. Of course, there's some wonky CGI. It looks mostly good, but there is some wonky CGI because it's DC, so of course there's some wonky CGI. What would it be if they didn't throw in some wonky CGI? I don't know. There's some moments that drag a little bit, but it's an origin story, so that almost always happens. So mostly the issues that it has can be excused for the most part. But I give it a 3.5 out of 5 because I had fun with it. I'll probably see it again. And I'm excited and hopeful for a Blue Beetle future in the new DC and James Gunn's new DC. So I don't know. You guys let me know if you're excited for Blue Beetle down below in the comments. If by the time you get to this review, you've already seen Blue Beetle, let me know what you thought. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'm Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEEKY. You guys can also check me out at mamasgeeky.com. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.